So today I am trying to teach you how to type Tibetan script. And I tried to browse through my collections and I found this Pyoge Keita Tuche. Basically means Tibetan language and technology, a presentation that I gave at the Tibetan Community Center in Minnesota in 2023. And so let's see. In order to type Tibetan script, there are two different things. One is a small gadget like iPhone and iPad where you can type direct Tibetan script. But those cannot be used for scholarly work, for doing research. You need to learn widely transliteration schemes. And why do we have to do that? We as Tibetans have used a variety of scripts to record and transmit the Tibetan language since at least the 7th century. However, obviously few people outside of their own culture will ever learn those scripts, and thus it is necessary when dealing with Tibetan language terms outside of Tibetan culture to represent Tibetan words and other scripts. This is true whenever a non-Tibetan language publication needs to refer to the name of a Tibetan person, a Tibetan region is mapped with Tibetan place names. Any publication refers to a Tibetan passage or technical term and so forth. Thus, it is necessary to also have a distinct transcription system that systematically represents the phonetics or sounds of Tibetan words. Thus, we must deal with two distinct challenges. And these are the two challenges. How does one write a Tibetan term in another script in such a way that its original Tibetan spelling can be easily understood? And for example, when we have to write something, how do we write it so that it gives the original character of the Tibetan language? Here, pau, sa, kata, ka, rata, da, shepchu, du, pa, sa, dup, with spelling. So, if you look at my last video clip, part 3, it has mentioned about prefix, superscript, subscript, suffix, post suffix, and all these. So, in order to understand the research work, it is extremely important to understand the widely transliteration schemes, and this is one of those. Another thing would be, how does one write a Tibetan another script in such a way that the original sound of the Tibetan speech, or rather the pronunciation of the written Tibetan passages, can be easily read. In the same way, for example, po sa kata karata dashabju dub, but we are not in phonetics. We don't hear all prefix, superscript, subscript, etc. We simply say dup. How are we going to do that? And these two are very important at the initial stage of your studying Tibetan language. This will take you into will help you understand more into classical Tibetan or colloquial Tibetan. So let us see. The Tibetan language and technology. I try to do something that will show some, animation to give you a sense of Tibetan language and technology. And this first guy is Uchen, the headed one, and the second one is Ume, headless one. And Dup here, as I said, Pau, Sa, Kata, Ka, Rata, Da, Shepchu, Dup, Pa, Sa. That is a widely transliteration. You type this on your keyboard, you will see Tibetan script on the above. Okay. There have been many systematic systems of transliteration for Tibetan in Roman script proposed over the years, but the most popular by far has been the Wiley system, the most consistent. There have been fewer attempts to create transcription systems for rendering the sound of Tibetan words, and none of them have emerged as a global standard. As a result, translations, scholarships, and other international writings on Tibet phonetically represent Tibetan place names and personal names. This entails that readers are unable to correlate references across various texts, much less get reliable search results across different authors' works in the library, let alone the master search through the world of OCLC, which is Online Computer Library Center. Any publication on this earth should be and must be in OCLC. It's Online Computer Library Center where cataloging is being done all around the world. So Tibetan 30 consonants. Let us go through each one of these. Ka, as in K-A, Ka, K-H-A, Ka, G-A, Nga, N-G-A, Ka. I is implicit. I is implicit. I is already there. If you remember, if you have gone to Montessori system of education, where you will see a, ba, ka, da, that probably is similar to ka, 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 nga, where the I is. The sound I is implicit in it. It's already there. Then you can also type, I just keep this so that you can type in NGA. As you type this in on your keyboard, setting your keyboard on Tibetan or Tibetan Himalaya in Microsoft and Tibetan script on Apple, you will see this, Tibetan Wiley, I should say. And then you can also type the name. Okay, next, pa, 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 ma, za, 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 wa. And you will see, right in Wiley transliteration, you can practice. Then you can add, if you remember video clip that I posted last time, which has ka, kiku, ki, kiku, keko, kiku, keko, kiku, keko. While reading this, you should always maintain your aspiration, whether it's a ka, high pitch, without aspiration or with aspiration like kiku, keko, ka. When I say aspiration, you put a pepper in front of your mouth and say ka, and you will see the fluctuation of the pepper. Chichu, checho, yinyu, nenyo, titu, teto, pipu, titu, teto, ninu, neno, pipu, pep, pipu, pepo, pipu, pepo, pipu, pepo. You should start with pa, kiku, pi, pa, shepchu, pu. Ma, kiku, mi, ma, shepchu, mu, ma, dengbu, me, ma, naru, mo, mi, mu, me, mo. Jitsu, zezo, vivu, vewo, shishu, shesho. Sisu, seso, ihu, eho, yiyu, yeyo. And you just keep on. Exercise 2, you can type in 2 Tibetan syllables, Nyema, as in sun, Nyema, Chewa, and the dot is represented with the space. And then now you can type, and you can also use the one with the Uni script, with a superscript letter. Ra, kata, ka. See, ra, kata, ka. Ra, kata, ga. Ra, tag, ka. Tak is actually looks like a tag. You tag something to the letter ra. Ra, kata, ka. Ra, kata, ka. Then with the superscript, la, kata, ka. La, kata, ga. La, ngata, nga. La, chata, cha. Ja, ta, da, pa, ba, la. Then with the superscript, okay, now let's see how I type this up. So when you type this in your computer, there are two ways. If you are using PC, you can use Microsoft Himalaya. And if you're using Apple, you can use Wiley, which is very convenient. And in order to do this, go to your setting, to the language, and then choose Tibetan. And with the Tibetan, there are 2 or 3 different options, out of which you choose Wiley Tibetan. Wiley system is the most accurate and appropriate for, correct for doing your research and typing Tibetan accurately. So even when I'm typing this, it's you can type much faster. Okay, what's this writing? Kera kusu depo impe nga depo yin ani kera ngai depo yin kesan kera kare cheki yu. So these are all what you can do in the computer. You can type, and if you want to go in for, then you can go in for Melum font. Melum font is, let me see. Let me get back to Melum font. You go for Melum fonts. There are 14 different fonts in Melum. And you can convert this headed Uchin script by copying and then paste, and either you just highlight and change the font, and it will change into a beautiful Umi script, headless script. This is Chotung, it's a primary script, and this is Dukta, the one commonly used for headed. This is basic, very beautiful, and this is cursive writing that you can write fast. You can literally write really fast. So this is in this was in 2023, Tibetan ChatGPT and AI, including the latest Melum AI. Now, this is 2024. Melum AI has come up with a big project, and now we also have ChatGPT. But in terms of writing Tibetan and translation, text to audio, audio to text, or you want to scan Tibetan text in order to make it editable, or something you can edit in a PDF, Melum AI is the one. So you can go to melumai.com and you can see all these wonderful things now we can do. And at the same time, not in here, but I will definitely discuss about what they can do and what they can't.